Have you ever noticed how some words disappear instantly, while others haunt you for years? Think back. Someone might have told you, "You're so lazy," or "You're not good enough," or maybe the classic line that sticks like glue, "People like you don't make it far." Funny how we forget compliments quickly, but those one or two painful phrases, they carve themselves into our brain like stone. Why? Because words are not just sounds. Words are seeds. And once they're planted, they either grow into strength or poison. Imagine a kid in a classroom. The teacher asks a question. He hesitates. He wants to answer. But before he even speaks, a classmate whispers just loud enough, "Bro, don't talk. You're just going to get it wrong again." Everyone laughs. Just a small moment. Just a few words. But that kid, he stops raising his hand forever. Not because he's dumb, but because someone else's sentence became his personal belief. That's the real power of words. They don't hit the ears, they hit the identity. Maybe no one ever physically stopped you. No one tied you down. But someone's voice still controls you even when they're not there. You want to start a business, but then you remember that one time someone said, "Be realistic." You think about posting your art, and you hear, "Cringe, nobody's gonna like that." You get excited about improving your life, but somewhere in your head, a sentence repeats. That's not for people like us. You see, we don't need critics in real life. We have installed them in our mind. And that's the craziest part. It was just a sentence, but now, it's a belief system. But here's the twist. If painful words can destroy confidence, then empowering words can build it back. There's a story of a student who was always failing. Teachers had already labeled him slow. But then, one day, a substitute teacher looked at him and said something no one ever told him before. "You're not slow. You're just not challenged enough." One sentence, that's it. Guess what? That boy went on to become a top computer scientist. Not because he suddenly became smarter, but because someone changed the narrative inside his head. Words didn't just inspire him. They rewired how he saw himself. Here's a harsh truth. The world will always speak. Opinions are free. You will always hear, "You're too late. You're too old. You're not ready. Others are better." But in those moments, you have to ask yourself one powerful question. Which voice do I allow to stay? Because you cannot control what people say about you, but you can control what you say to yourself after they're done speaking. That's where real power lies. And let's be real. Some comments stay in our heads for no reason. Somebody probably told you in 3rd grade, "You run funny." And now every time you jog, you suddenly become hyper-aware like, "Oh no, do I run weird?" Or maybe your aunt once said, "You look tired." And now that line randomly attacks your brain every Monday morning. See, words are like background apps. They keep running even when you're not paying attention. The most dangerous voice isn't outside. It's internal. Pay attention to what you say to yourself. "I always mess up. I'm just not that type of person. This is just who I am." We repeat these words casually, not realizing we're programming our future. Because your mind is like a loyal assistant. If you keep telling it, "We can't," it stops searching for solutions and starts proving you right. Neuroscience reveals something wild. Your brain doesn't just hear words. It builds reality from them. Say, "I am trying," and the brain treats your goal as a distant possibility. Say, "I am becoming better every day," and your brain starts scanning for actions that match that identity. Isn't it crazy? A simple shift in words can shift your entire destiny. In a small town, there was a man known for messing up everything. People literally called him Mr. Failure. The name stuck for years. One day, he met an old carpenter. The carpenter told him, "You're not a failure. You're just unfinished." That one phrase shattered everything. He started working, learning, and improving. Years later, that same man owned multiple companies. When asked what changed, he didn't say money. He said, just a sentence. Someone gave me a better word to live by. Words can be weapons or medicine, labels or liberation, cages or wings. So next time you speak, to yourself or others, ask this: am I building or breaking? Because a single "you got this" at the right moment can be enough to save someone's dream. Before every action, there is a sentence you whisper internally. I can do this. Leads to action. I'm not good enough. Leads to hesitation. I'll figure it out. Leads to progress. See the pattern? Life follows language. So let this sink in today. Your future is shaped by conversations you haven't even had yet, especially with yourself. Look in the mirror and instead of saying, I hope things get better, say, I am becoming the person who makes things better. You don't have to feel strong. You just have to speak strong until your actions catch up. There are words that were spoken to you that tried to bury you, but they didn't know. You are a seed, and seeds don't die when they're buried. They rise. So today, speak life. Speak growth. Speak progress. Not because everything is perfect, but because words are the first step to making it that way. If this spoke to you, not just in your ears, but in your heart, then carry this sentence with you today. I choose powerful words because I'm building a powerful life. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, speak strength.